I'm back. I just want to make sure I was recording. It had stayed on longer than a couple minutes longer, so just want to make sure there wasn't any problems. Only problem with this camera, my 5 does that sometimes, but it's more sporadic. This one, I never know. I always get caught mid-sentence, annoyingly. Otherwise, it's fine. Just have to backpedal when speaking. Once it reboots itself. Would have been nice to know, but they didn't disclose that in the listing that I remember seeing, unless they didn't know, or it had something happened while in transit. That could be true. Something could have got rattled, especially because they didn't do that great job. They just used, well, in theory they did a good job. They had a little box with like the thicker bubble wrap, but they just rolled the bubble wrap into itself instead of putting a couple, even one to 2 pieces of any kind of tape would have sufficed, since it's so small and lightweight. But they didn't put any tape that I recall. So by the time it got to me from LA, it was, I opened the box and it fell on the GoPro, fell onto my bed. And I could see how it was wrapped. They didn't do it snug enough. All I just need is one around, so it creates a little pocket or whatever. It works, but could be related. Maybe got jarred. Maybe they don't have a problem when that happens. Well, it wasn't as tight as normal. I always just put it on similar size items, or any item, but I'm using that size, around that size bubble wrap, that's the squares, like those kind, instead of the little circles. I'll just wrap it a couple times just to be on the safe side. Not sure why I'm going up this hill when I don't like it. That's all right. Well, I mean, I don't mind it. It's all right. Just when I'm out of it, like now, I should say. More fun to go down this hill because it's not too steep, so I don't have to worry about it. As you can see, love the crunch. Turn around up here. My cranking loose the other day, and I was happy I remembered the next morning. You know, I didn't ride. Oh yeah, I did. So that was nice. I might have to tighten it again while I'm out. But that's good. I didn't want to go all the way up the hill. Avoid the steeper part, even though it's short, so no fun. Guess I'm gonna go to the community center and check the old crank out. Luckily I have both my socket wrenches on me, so it's all good. Oh, I should turn there. Whoops. Oh well. Slow it down, so that's good. Alright. Uh-oh, someone went over. Alright, let's see. There he used to be here. Against the gate. Do this again. Hoping to get it tight enough this time. So it's fine until Monday, Tuesday. I don't know. One of them. Ah! Don't follow me. 3 sockets. I only had 2 on here. This one. Okay, so for the extension, it does say one. I just had the 2 sockets and 2 socket wrenches. Apparently, 2 socket wrenches and 3 sockets. Doesn't hurt. There we go. Shit. Eggy mushrooms. Hope I can get it in. Ah. Do it the correct way. It's the better way. Go about it. Not the correct way, but the smart way. When you don't have you're out. You don't have a stand. Oh, I gotta be so tall. Why's it gotta be so hot right here? Of course, I stand where there's no shade. One accident. Let's strip it. Why not? Just want to make sure it's all good. That's whatever. Good enough for now. Good enough to get home. That's all that matters. Deal with it on my bike stand, or lean it against the love seat. How about a good move? I wonder where the fire was. There was a crash, it seemed. Oh, I don't know. A fire truck at the corner in front of where I turned around. Don't know what it was related to. Besides the car. Oh, there's another car that went down the hill that got hit. But I couldn't tell. Seemed like that. These two again. One of my friends went here to John Sweat when we were in high school. And you know, like 10 miles away. And he could have gone to 2 others. I don't know what the reasoning. Maybe I should ask him. we kind of stopped hanging out slowly around that time. But that was odd. I don't know if he took the bus, because the bus does go. The bus I mentioned the other day goes like right here, across the street from the school, on both sides, or at least in front of the school. So that was odd. Mostly because there was one school down the street from his house where I went to kindergarten, but they added the middle school, high school later, around the time I was in high school, or right before. And it's down the street from the school I went to. And then the school a few minutes away from his house, that house he lived in this city, and then two more in between here in where he lived. So that was odd. Have that many options to go to the furthest one. Maybe they had a program. Or maybe he thought it'd be more mellow. Since it's such a small town. Going there versus the other four. When I went back to school for with my sister my senior year, it was like 15 miles away, something like that. But they didn't care, because the people that ran into my parents, it's a Christian school, so that was whatever. Especially because my grandma would take us, and she lived closer. We just get dropped off there in the morning before my mom went to work, and then on the way back from work. Was kind of an inconvenience on my mom's end in a way, because she could have just gone the back way to get home, the highway, but also it does get real dark in the winter months. Plus, it's one lane, I think, one or two lanes on either side. I can't remember. So traffic backs up, so taking the bridge both ways, even though it's extra bit of money for a bit, it might have helped with arrival being a little sooner on both ends. Since freeway and toll bridges versus highway. I had some water. Not even that hot. Drank a bunch of water earlier, but apparently not enough. Not sure why I went this way. I hadn't done it in a couple weeks. So, you know. Or on camera at least. May have off camera. That wasn't it. Ooh. Nazi. Fooled it. Acting like the stop sign. Waited till I went across. And I just look from over my shoulder. Partially, and see they went through, and I was like, wait a second, because the light just changed green when the car got there. For me, that was on going down the hill. Like, wait a second. And yep, they ran the red light. Always smart. Also a dumb place to do it because usually, since it's an unincorporated, Crockett's unincorporated, they don't have a police station. It's just sheriff, so they go up and down. Because of that, all around. Hopefully, I finally got the other video to work before I left because I changed the ratio to make it a smaller file because I've done that in the past, and it doesn't always work. I just lucked out and it actually did work. None of my restarting or shutting down my computer for several minutes helped at all. So that was annoying. That was my day today, on and off, as well as yesterday, on and off.